you're probably not getting everything you need done in the day. You're probably switching back and forth between tasks and not really knowing what you've done with the time you had. And you are probably wondering how in the world you actually get more done every day. My answer to that, or at least one of my answers to that, is calendar blocking, time batching, whatever you want to call it. I'm here to tell you how to do it, what it looks like, and how you can make the most of it to fit into your life and the things you need to get done. Hey, howdy, hey! It is a good day to have a great freaking day and go all in on those dreams and goals that you have for your life. If you're new here, my name is Jessica Stansberry, and I am the girl who's gonna help light a fire under your booty, give you kick butt advice, and tell you to stop getting in your own way and making excuses so you can actually do the things that you were put here on this lovely earth to do. If that sounds like something you need more of, hit subscribe, because like I say, I'm your girl. Today we're talking about calendar blocking. I call it time batching. Some people call it calendar blocking. Some people call it calendar batching. Some people call it time blocking. It really doesn't matter what you call it. It's all the same thing, and it is glorious and magical. I have said this before, but I honestly think that this is one of the main reasons that I am able to have the business I have now, and then also am able to fit in the life I have now, and am also able to continue to grow and scale and do the things that I want to do. I know that sounds dramatic, but I really think that's like one of the main reasons. And that is because I'm always very intentional with what's getting done and where and when and how. So I'm going to take you into my calendar in just a minute and kind of show you how I do this, because I think I do it differently than a lot of other people do. But I want to give you some kind of groundwork to lay on what it looks like, what it is, and how you use it before we jump over there and do that. So my first tip here is if you have recurring things that happen every single week, then you need to have a system that batches those things together, preferably on a whole day or like part of a day or whatever. My best example here is that I have phone calls every single week with clients, podcast interviews, that kind of thing, and I batch them all on Tuesdays with an overflow morning of Thursdays. So essentially all day Tuesday is completely open for me to have calls, always, and it's usually completely booked with my calls. Then half of the day on Thursday is completely open for calls that needed to happen that we couldn't fit on the calendar on Tuesday. So I have 1.5 days where I'm completely batching my calls. I repeat, I do not, again, get good at saying no, y'all. I do not take calls on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Now, if Oprah wanted to get on the phone, if, I don't know, somebody really cool wanted to get on the phone with me on a Monday, I'd make the time. But not to say the people who are trying to get on the phone with me on Mondays now are not cool, but I'm just saying I'm very strict about my schedule. And on Tuesdays and half a day on Thursday are where I batch all of my calls at. So for instance, if you are running a business and you are working like on a client-based business, maybe you do Facebook ads for someone, or you do something for someone like web design, then batch those tasks in 2 or 3 days as much as you possibly can, so that you can have the freedom to put things where you need to put them. And by doing that, you'll see what I mean in a minute. By doing this like batched together time blocking situation, you're not spending most of your day context switching. All day is built for this, all day here is built for this, all day here is built for this. So for instance, just for me personally, I work with one local client on their marketing strategy right now, and it's pretty established at this point. We don't really do a lot of extras more than we've been doing for the last year or so. So it's, for the most part, we've streamlined it anyway. But I have one morning a week that I work on their stuff. So yes, they may need something a little quicker. I have someone on my team who can handle that, but there's one morning a week where I say, this is this client time. And that's when I'm going in and future visioning for their business, where I'm going in and thinking up future marketing plans, whatever needs to happen. So it really depends on what you've got going, but try and if there's things that need to happen every single week, try and make there be a solid time and day for that thing. And if you can batch like things together, that's even better. So for me, for instance, I have those calls all batched together, even though they're different clients and whatever, they're all on the same day. If you're in that secondary option where you do marketing for 7 different companies or you do sales for whatever, then have a couple of days where you're really focused on each of the businesses you work for, but back to back to back to back, so you can easily switch between the two. So that's the biggest tip on calendar blocking I have to give you to really make sure that it works for you. But the second thing I want to talk about is to look at your week as you're planning out your week. So when you're looking at it on Sunday or Friday or Monday or whatever, and you're saying like, okay, these things need to get done. I need to write a blog post to go with each of these videos I'm releasing. I need to create this freebie. I need to take the dog to the vet. I need to take the kid to basketball practice. I need to exercise. I need to whatever. I want you to take all of those tasks and batch like things together. So if you're writing 5 blog posts and you also need to write 5 emails that are going to go out that you need to go ahead and have done, put those things together because your brain is already in writing mode and it will come a lot easier. You won't have to switch between filming a video and then writing an email, which can sometimes feel hard because it's different parts of our brain. Now, like I say, I'm going to show you kind of how I do this and how I process through this throughout my week and my days, but these are just things that I need you to understand before we jump over there. The third thing I need you to understand, and the last thing I need you to understand before I show you my screen, is that I think it's really helpful to color code. Regardless of how you do your calendar and how you do your batching, seeing things blocked up in different colors is going to be magical for you. So even on a paper planner, highlight in a different color, write in a different color, whatever. You'll see for me, for my system, that I use Google Calendar for one piece of this, and then I incorporate the ClickUp calendar for the other piece of this. And in ClickUp, things are color coordinated. So you'll see how I do this and how I color coordinate and how things kind of fit in, but it's really what works for you. But I think that's a really big piece that can be really helpful when you're starting out calendar blocking or batching, is that everything's in its own colors so that you see that this is a switch point. Like, okay, that those calls are all in orange because orange is the color for calls, and there's like a green slipped in there somewhere, and that green is for filming a podcast episode, and you know that you're going to have to switch from taking a call to filming a podcast episode, so you can be prepared for that. Okay, let's hop over to my computer. I'm going to show you how I do this, what is best for me, but as with anything, you do you, boo. You do you. Let's go. Right, let me show you what I do. So here's my Google Calendar for a random week. And I kind of just ignore Sunday and I ignore Saturday because those are not working days for me generally. And I will say, okay, so as I'm looking ahead, I know I have all day Monday blocked off, or not blocked off, open. I have some calls starting at 8 a.m. on Tuesday all the way to 12. And generally I stop my workday around 1 or 2 to go to the gym. So, I might have a little room there. Then Wednesday is all open. Thursday is mostly open until this 12 o'clock training I do. And then Friday is completely open. This is how I batch my calendar. So what I will do is I will go, this is the only thing that ever goes on my Google Calendar until it's the week of are time-specific things. So calls with other people that have to be at a certain time, meeting with other people that have to be at a certain time, trainings I have to do that have to be at a certain time, but nothing else. And you'll notice I also have Hallmark Christmas movies on here because there's an app where you can look up all the Christmas movies and it will put them on your calendar. So anyway, only things that are time specific go on here. But now I know what I have available. So if I was looking at this on Sunday, I know, okay, I have Monday completely available, Wednesday completely available, Friday completely available, before 11:30 available on Thursday. And I have some fringe hours in here, but honestly, I don't usually pack things inside of these because I'm usually like eating or, whatever. And then I might have about an hour here where I could get something done. So what I will then do is go over to ClickUp, which is what I use to do project management. And I do the everything. So it pulls in all my spaces that I have. And some of this is like junk that came over from Trello still. But I'll do everything and I'll look at the calendar view and I will set it to me mode. And so I only see the things that are like assigned to me. So generally all of this stuff you're seeing right now is I actually like filtered through it so you didn't see some of my other stuff, but all of the things you're seeing here right now are things that my assistant has assigned to me that I need to kind of look at and process through for her to be able to answer people back and things like that. Let's say I was creating content for YouTube and let me toggle out of me mode. Let's do everyone mode. And say within this video, I had a subtask that was record video and I had it assigned to me. Then I'm going to give it a due date here just to show you exactly what I'm kind of meaning. So let's say I say, okay, I need to record that video. And so when I go to everything and I toggle to me, I'm going to see that I need to record. Oh, I need to do subtasks. So I'm going to see I need to record this video here. So anything that I need to do within the things we're doing are going to be on this everything calendar view in ClickUp. So as I'm looking at my calendar, I'm going to see all the things that need to get done this coming week. So if we're looking at the week of the 18th, then I know that, there's going to be whatever is here in ClickUp needs to be done. So I will then look at it and say, okay, so I need to record like 4 videos. I'm going to batch them all together. I need to record a couple of podcast episodes. I'm going to batch them all together. I need to write some emails, do some things. Like I'll go through and kind of see what categories they fit in. And then I will place them on my calendar in Google Calendar so I know this is getting done on Monday. So if I have to batch record some videos, I might do it the morning of Thursday because I already have to have my makeup and everything on for this training. And I don't really have time on this other call day. Whereas if I need to write emails and record podcast episodes and whatever, I will probably put them on one of these wide open days. So that is how I structure my time blocking. And when I put it in here, I change the color. So all my calls are always green. Any personal events are always green too. And then I will change the colors so that if it needs to be a task switch time, I can see that. I can also import, if I wanted to, I could import and hook the calendar view from inside ClickUp to my Google Calendar so that when it goes on ClickUp on a certain day that it's due, it goes on my Google Calendar. That is too overwhelming for me. I need to be able to look at it week about, because if I look at my calendar and it's completely full, it terrifies me. So what I do is I intentionally put the things that I want to put within those like quote unquote open spaces. Hopefully that was super helpful. And if you have any tips on calendar batching or any questions, hit me up in the comments below. I'd love to hear them and talk back and forth with you guys on what you're doing and what works best for you, because I know we've all got our own systems. And until next time, go live a great life. Go do the things you're supposed to be doing. Go all in. Stop playing small, because this ain't no time for playing small. All right? All right, y'all? That was rhyming. Talk to you later. Bye.